the real story about football soccer in Mexico. Football soccer, as you know, is one of the most important sports in the world. Every 4 years, it unites the whole world to see the representative players on the field. The dream of millions of kids becoming a professional football player. In Mexico, it's another whole lot of story. I have played soccer since I was a kindergartner. I have experienced every step of the way before first division. As well, I have a brother that is actually playing on a professional second division team in Mexico. So, soccer is divided by divisions. You start on the third division. On this division, you are young and you start to get skills go up on the divisions. So, in this division, you're already a professional player. On this division, you transit into the second division, and between them, there are about 5 years of every day waking up early in the morning to train 2 or 3 hours a day, and on the weekends play it corresponding game of the week. So some of these teams, they are not just formed with local players, they are formed with other players that are coming from other cities or other states from Mexico. So these players have to leave their families to go to play to that team. So you're young, 15, 16 years old maybe, you leave your family to fight a dream of becoming a professional soccer player. So on this third division that you start as a professional player, as I was saying, you were 15, 16 years old and you get paid already. So it's a little amount, like 1,500 pesos a month. It's nothing to make a living of it. So you have to be supported by your parents as well to get to this dream that you want to accomplish. So you're asking, where does the money to support these teams come from? So as you know, this sport, it's a money machine, but in Mexico, it's more than a money machine. Not just the high businessmen are in the game. Actually, the government and the criminals are in it. So you say, why does I say this experiences? I have heard stories and know people that have done this, but it's really a theme that nobody talks about it because everybody is on this corruption. So corruption in this sport, it's a very dangerous word. So from the bad payment of the players and all the bad infrastructures of these teams that are on the third division and second division, the players that doesn't get paid well, the stadiums that are not well cared of, all these things is corruption because these teams generates a lot of money on these leagues, but not of all of this money is reflected on the team or on the players. So it's reflected on the high businessmen that take it, all of it, and doesn't leave it nothing to the players. Also, there's cases of money laundering in these teams. So and you will say like, okay, so the players doesn't go for this wrong path, like the criminal, like the government, or like the high businessman. Well, sadly, there are still players that get into this corruption to get a better spot in the field, as well as more minutes in the team or in the field, and that generates a better payment for them. So these players give a significant amount to their coaches or to people that know coaches for them to get into these high spots and to get these more minutes in the field. So this is a little bit of a real story about football soccer in Mexico. So all of these cases of corruption and money laundering, There are a lot of cases of these things that it makes it a big problem, but it's a silent problem. So it is sad to see how much of the talent is wasted because of the lack of economic resources from some players that want to accomplish their dream without making a dirty business. So soccer in Mexico, as I was saying, is a whole lot of different story. Thank you.